Yeah, this is what T Nasty. I got another dope video for y'all. It's 10 wrestlers Vince McMahon secretly didn't want as champion. It's about WrestleMania. Should be an interesting video. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave your boys some comments. Let's go ahead and get to this reaction.
Now, in theory, when former WWE chairman Vince McMahon made a WWE Superstar World Champion, this should have meant that Vince wasn't a huge fan of that specific wrestler. However, over the years, McMahon has been forced to put his top title on talents that he doesn't even value. WWE World Champions, Vince didn't want as champion. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook.
Bro, I'm sure there's a lot of them, bro.
Also check out WrestleMania.com.
Dang, Brian should be one of them.
Channel. Incredible.
Dean Ambrose down should be
Number
one
10,
of them.
Jack Swagger. Heading into WrestleMania 26 Money in
I
the
can
Bank
believe that.
match, the two favorites to win were Kofi Kingston and Drew McIntyre.
No, it's feel like
However,
the one
shockingly,
he wanted to be
decided
champion.
To go with Jack Swagger as Mr. Money in the Bank. Swagger was pushed to the moon with immediate effect as he won the world title from Chris
That's
Jericho.
what I'm saying. Yeah, push like a motherfucker, bro. It had to be Vince behind that one.
It was obvious to fans that McMahon was actually a fan of Swagger and that he was actually going to try and make him a megastar. Unfortunately for Swagger, McMahon virtually overnight gave up on him. Swagger went from defeating Jericho, Edge and Randy Orton to being unable to secure any victories. By the time the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view came around in June of 2010, all hope was lost for Swagger as fans simply couldn't see him as a legitimate world champion anymore. He would drop the world title to Rey Mysterio in a Fatal 4-Way match, which also included CM Punk and The Big Show. Swagger's work during this run clearly angered McMahon.
I actually didn't mind Jack Swagger. I hated his charisma. Like his wrestling ability, I loved him. But like he doing like incredible work at AEW right now. Like I don't mind Jack Swagger at AEW. Like I actually love that character to a certain extent. But like his charisma was the problem. Now when he got with old boy, I forget his damn name. The dude with the handlebar mustache. We the People. Yeah, I like that.
And as a result,
I like the We the
Swagger
People
was
character.
down the card, and he would never win another world title in WWE. Number 9, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston winning the title at WrestleMania 35 was a truly wholesome moment that will no doubt be celebrated for years to come.
What?
But fantastic moment aside, it was evident that following Kingston's WWE title win, Vince McMahon didn't value Kingston as a top main event talent. So much so.
I mean, I can understand.
Reign,
like, I'm gonna talk about this too. I'm gonna probably talk about all of them. But I do understand this one because he didn't have a stature, but Kobe has incredible charisma. But like the people he used to push in, like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, like the big swole guys, that's Vince's shit, right? He loves these fucking big dudes. So Kofi went. It needed to happen though. Like you have to. Even though Kobe didn't have a look, you have to literally give it to him. The man done wonders for the companies over the years. Matter of fact, he should have had the strap sooner, bro. Like when Kofi was still Jamaican Kofi, bro, you should have had to put it on him then. But because of Randy, you know what I'm saying? That whole thing.
Main evented a pay-per-view as champion, and this is usually
That's
a sign
when-
that McMahon
that's when his chest was all fucked
his
up.
top guy. When they booked Kingston
he was still
to defend the
swole.
title against Brock Lesnar on SmackDown's 20th anniversary episode,
Straight squash.
fans assumed that Lesnar was going to end Kingston's enjoyable title reign, and in spite of this, fans hoped that Kingston would get a fantastic showing to show the fans that he was still credible and going to linger around the WWE title scene.
I hate that
Kingston
fan
would
like
end up
that.
getting squashed in just 7 seconds. McMahon even decided to debut Cain Velasquez after Lesnar's victory, meaning Kingston became an immediate afterthought.
Yeah, he
McMahon
should have gave
finally
like
managed to get the title of Kingston.
he should give Kobe some fight back. At least some fight back.
Part of the New Day.
Not squash like he
Number 8,
did.
Dolph Ziggler. A former world champion, Dolph Ziggler has had a respectable WWE career. And he's established as being one of the
Respectable.
most reliable in-ring talents in the company. However, during
True.
his career, it's been made clear that Vince McMahon failed to see Ziggler as a world championship material, and his 2 world title runs are clear indicators of this. Ziggler's first run took
Prize
place in
Ziggler, bro,
2011 and would be awarded the world title
was
by Vicky
that
Guerrero,
dude.
and would abruptly drop it on the same show. Then in 2013, Ziggler was finally supposed to get his moment.
Prime
He would
Ziggler?
cash in on Raw following WrestleMania 29 and
He sells incredible
his
too.
push and subsequent world title win. The week following Ziggler's world title victory, he would lose a non-title match to Jack Swagger on Raw. After this loss to Swagger, fans quickly realized that McMahon wasn't going to get fully behind Ziggler's world title reign. A few short weeks into his world title run, Ziggler suffered a serious...
Now, Vince's problem is, right, I know he don't like the scrawny guys, but talented as Ziggler was, bro, you shouldn't have let him go down the way he did. It's ways around making him look good without making him look terrible. You know what I'm saying? He made Ziggler look terrible, bro. Ziggler's an incredible in-ring talent, bro. All he needed was a catchy catchphrase and a better finisher, bro. Cause I don't like the zigzag, but
concussion, which put him on the shelf for a month.
And I don't like how he was trying to be like other wrestlers, like Shawn Michaels, and he took the famouser from whatchamacallit, Billy Gunn.
Last ever time as world champion in WWE. Number 7, Chris Benoit. It was no secret that Vince McMahon had a set standard of how he wanted his world champions to look. Although this is definitely true, from time to time, McMahon was pressured to put the world title on
but like Chris Benoit was swole, bro.
The world title on Chris Benoit. McMahon, whilst having respect for Benoit's in-ring work, actually found him rather bland in the ring. Benoit's world title run was overshadowed by other storylines, and McMahon had a lack of trust in Benoit to carry a central storyline. Benoit eventually dropped the world title at SummerSlam in 2004 to Randy Orton, and following his historic win, Benoit would never be presented as a top star in the company ever again.
He was an incredible in-ring worker, bro. Incredible.
There were several times during his time in WWE where Christian could have won the world title. In the summer of 2005, Christian had reached his peak of popularity, but McMahon refused.
Alright, Christian is just like Kofi to me, right? But just put it on him because, like, longevity and, like, the stuff he did with Edge. Bro, Christian and Edge, bro, like, hand somebody a bone from time to time, you know what I'm saying? Just hit him a bone. I mean, for real, like, they've been working with your company, they've been masters of their art, they've been doing good work, bro. Just give them a bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's so hard about, like, hey, you're not world championship material, like, you don't look the part or whatever, but like, you done great work over the years, bro, and the fans was behind you, so here you go.
Pull the trigger on Christian's world title run. This would lead to Christian signing for TNA, where he became a multi-time world champion, and Christian managed to show McMahon that he was able to be a main event superstar. When Captain Charisma returned in 2005,
it's not all about the looks. That's what I hate about Vince, bro. It's all about the looks. Like, John Cena was a shitty wrestler, bro. Great on the mic, shitty wrestler, though. And the people went behind him. But you make him 16-time champion.
Following Edge's sudden and upsetting retirement. On the SmackDown following Christian's monumental win, Christian would be challenged by newly drafted SmackDown star Randy Orton. He would then be forced to face Orton on the show, and WWE...
If it was up to Vince, bro, he probably had like 5 champions, bro.
Christian had lost the world title just days after winning it. This was a massive sign of disrespect, and it was clear that McMahon was never going to take Christian seriously as world champion.
Hall of Famer, though.
The run as world champion during his feud with Orton, but this lasted a month, and it was used as a way to elevate Orton's star power. Number 5, Chris Jericho. Now, according to Jericho himself, Vince McMahon never valued him as a top main event star until 2008.
Yeah, Chris Jericho got the stuff, bro.
Feuded with Shawn Michaels and...
If he didn't believe in Chris Jericho, bro, he foolish, bro. Because Chris Jericho had the in-ring ability and he had the stick on the mic, bro. Like his mic work, his charisma, his wrestling ability, bro. Hands down, bro.
Jericho delivered some of the most compelling character work of his entire career.
Exactly, bro.
But before his 2008 seal of approval, Jericho would become the first ever undisputed champion at Vengeance in 2001.
Well, did he like lose him like quick?
His run was terrible. Jericho was never taken seriously as undisputed champion. He had storylines with The Rock and Stone Cold during this time, and while he attained victories over the two legends on pay-per-view, they were presented as flukes which failed to give Jericho's reign the legitimacy it needed so badly.
Exactly.
Jericho was also paired with Stephanie McMahon, and this officially killed Jericho's reign.
He was
though. Presented as inferior to Stephanie and would do mundane tasks like dog sitting. Jericho would drop the title to Triple H at WrestleMania 8.
I don't remember that, bro.
McMahon had no faith in Jericho as a top guy in the company, and this would explain why he wouldn't win another world title until
the politics in fucking
Number 4, Rob Van Dam.
And WWE is crazy. I hope Triple H don't do the same
shit. RVD's WWE career. He would defeat John Cena to win the title for the first time. He would then be the face of the revamped ECW brand, and Vince would put a lot of faith in him. As RVD's reign was just obtaining steam, RVD was arrested for drug possession and thus forced WWE to suspend RVD. According to RVD, McMahon was deeply upset with him. His chances of being a top guy had been ruined, and McMahon was never going to trust him.
See,
ever
that
again.
makes sense
Once
because
he dropped the
RVD
title,
was
McMahon
like
provided
hot.
RVD another world title run.
Can't trust him. You can't trust him.
Completely lost faith in the ECW original.
You can't trust him, bro.
Number 3, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt reached the top of WWE on 3 separate occasions. However, each world title reign.
This one I'm mad about because Bray Wyatt on multiple occasions where he switches character. This dude switches character like fucking 3 times, and he was like fucking incredible each time, bro. But I'm guarantee you because of the way Bray Wyatt looked, the reason why he didn't really want to push him like that. But Bray Wyatt himself is incredible, bro. Like, they dropped the ball on him. I understand, like, hey, you had to tone him back a little bit because I'm sure they came with him. I'm sure he came with them with a bunch of stuff saying like how he wants to control his character, and like sometimes you got like, hey, no, don't do that, right? We ain't finna do that. So I get it, but then again, Bray Wyatt himself, incredible wrestler, bro. Hands down.
Wyatt's highlighted how Vince McMahon never understood what Wyatt brought to the table. His first reign took place in 2017, and he won the title at the Elimination Chamber match.
Because he said that, bro. You don't understand why what he brought to the table. Like, all you gotta do is, Vince's problem is he don't listen to the fucking fans, bro. You have to listen to your fans, bro. Like, if I'm Coke, right, or like McDonald's or whatever, my fans telling me, hey, we really do like the McGriddle, or hey, we do like the new fucking Coke product that y'all put out. So what fucking Coke or McDonald's gonna do? They're gonna push that fucking product. They're gonna make commercials and everything for that product. Like Vince, like, oh, I don't know why they like him, but they like him, but I don't like him, so I'm not gonna push him. It was just crazy to me. Your fans like him. That's way more. Like, you can sell so much merch because of it. Like, Vince McMahon, bro, he was the problem. I ain't gonna lie. I hope Triple H do a little better, bro.
But he would abruptly drop it to Randy Orton at WrestleMania in Wyatt's first pay-per-view defense. Here it was reported that McMahon didn't want Wyatt as his champion, and instead he was going to explore different storylines for him. Fast forward to 2019, and Wyatt would win the Universal title as a Fiend character. Then, in one of the most infamous booking decisions of all time,
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Decided to have the Fiend lose to Goldberg just before Mania. This killed the Fiend's character dead, and the character
it really did, bro. Cause I remember, like, I remember the Fiend was smashing everybody, bro. Like, he was like squashing everybody, bro. Then you get to Goldberg, and you make Goldberg a world beater. Like, the dude didn't even fucking wrestle. He's fucking 60 years old. I really didn't like that, bro.
Capture the Universal title in
I didn't like that, bro.
SummerSlam in 2020, but this reign would just last only a week. Whilst McMahon certainly saw some value in Wyatt, it was clear that the moment he agreed to put the title
he sold crazy merch. He sold crazy merch, bro.
He would do anything in his power to bring his reign to a close. Number 2, CM Punk. Now, the relationship between Punk and Vince can be described in one single word: turbulent. Punk was a multi-time world champion in WWE.
Punk is hard to work with, as you can see in AEW. But Punk was like hot, bro.
For instance, Punk's 69-day world title reign in 2008. Punk's world title run came at a time when WWE megastars
Punk was hot, bro.
Batista was still on Raw.
They gave it
a lot more over than Punk.
Punk was hot, bro, and he did hold the world title for a long ass time. I think it was the world title, right? He held that bitch for a long ass time. They did do that, but they didn't highlight him in the shows at all. Like, it was other wrestlers highlighted over him, and he was the world champion. You know, so I do remember that. This dude was like not. You didn't even feel like he was a champion at that time when he went like what, it was like 400 something days or something like that.
This meant that Punk's world title run was never a main focus of television, and he was virtually buried as world champion. Punk would last a total of 3 pay-per-views as world champion, but the final and most infamous pay-per-view appearance as world champ saw Punk get punted in the skull by Randy Orton at Unforgiven and would be taken out of his planned world title scramble match. Punk did have an historic WWE title reign between 2011 to 2013. This was a 434-day reign, but even during this reign, Punk had to play second fiddle to Cena. During this time, Punk would hardly ever main event pay-per-views as champion, and if he did, it was because he was facing Cena or The Rock. McMahon simply didn't value Punk at the top level, and nothing Punk could ever do was going to influence McMahon to alter his mind. And number 1, Rey Mysterio. Before 2006, the idea of ever making Rey Mysterio world champion was unfathomable. Yet at WrestleMania 22, McMahon finally pulled the trigger. He was heavily pressured by other WWE executives to make Mysterio world champion, but it wasn't something McMahon was ever comfortable doing. McMahon outright buried Mysterio's world champion, as he would lose a ton of matches on television to the likes of RVD, Mark Henry, and the Great Khali. Mysterio's reign was a complete flop, as McMahon was too stubborn to present Mysterio in a manner fitting of a world champion. Mysterio would have 2 more reigns as world champ, one in 2010 which lasted 28 days and existed only to further a planned storyline between Kane and Taker. The final of Mysterio's reigns took place in 2011, and Mysterio didn't even make it to the end of the show as champion, as he'd be defeated by Cena in a rather frustrating booking.
John Cena should have been like, no on that one, bro. Listen, it's the reason why I'm glad Mr. Man is gone. And hopefully, and Triple H knows wrestling, bro. Like, you gotta go with the hot commodity, bro. You have to. Like, you have to go to the hot commodity, bro. Like, even though you feel like, I want to push this dude, like, you the owner of the company, you can do whatever you want to, but, like, even if I feel like the fans are behind this dude, bro, you gotta go with him, bro. You gotta go with him longer than he should. Let him flame out on their own, bro. Don't fucking stifle them because you like, oh, I don't feel like he's a champion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio's his title reigns is like crazy to me, bro. The fact that they can just fucking like, oh, the other people on the board want you to be a champion, so here you go, I'm off to kill your fucking run, just like that. It's crazy to me, bro. Get behind the people. Vince McMahon, I swear to God, could have made more money. He could have made more money than what he's worth out. The WWE could have been like historically great, bro. But he stifled his. Like, the people was behind people. Like, they was behind certain wrestlers, bro. You got to go with it, bro. Rey Mysterio sold a bunch of merch. Bray Wyatt sold a bunch of merch. CM Punk sold a bunch of merch, bro. Just because you don't like him as champion, bro, that's crazy to me. Like, John Cena, like, he's good on the mic, but his wrestling sucked. People wasn't behind him, but he steady pushed him, bro. Like, they did pump the brakes on Roman Reigns. And Roman Joe, he's doing really good right now. So I'm not mad about this run right now with the Bloodline, not at all. But it's crazy to me that he pushed these part-time motherfuckers like fucking Goldberg and fucking Brock Lesnar and shit. Bro, you paying these dudes a bunch of money. You paying these dudes the same amount as you paying your regular talent that's there every night, getting the crowds to pop and all the other stuff, just to make them lose to these fucking part-timers, bro, who's asking for more money than they deserve. Like, ain't no way in hell Brock Lesnar should be making more than, at the time, John Cena, when John Cena's been there every fucking week. That's probably the reason why John Cena went to movies, bro. The only wrestler that I feel like Vince got behind that actually deserved it was Randy Orton, bro. I stand by that. Other than that, bro, he talked about a lot of people, bro. But that's the end of the video, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the content. I know I went on a little rant, but you know, I get my feelings when it comes to WWE, bro. Because I grew up watching WWE with my dad and shit, so it kind of stuck with me. And like at one point, I fell off of WWE. I think it was the TNA days. It was the TNA days. I fell off a little bit, but I came back, and I fell off again. Then I came back. I'm currently watching it now. Like, I watch my content, but I mainly fast forward through some segments that I don't really like, or wrestlers I don't like, or whatever like that. But like Triple H is doing a very good job. He's main eventing certain wrestlers that should be main eventing these shows, bro. Like women main events and such, bro. I love that, bro. Like everybody get it, like the whole Sheamus and the whole Sheamus and Gunther like feud was main evented, bro, and I love it. I love it. Let everybody main event. What's the big fucking deal? Like, you know, Roman Reigns, he handicapping the titles right now, so let these other guys shine, bro. He been doing that, bro. Like, with these, like, you had Damage Control for the women's tag team title, like, main event, and I love that, bro. Good job, Triple H, bro. Hopefully, as time goes on, we get away from Vince's like his creative, like Vince had storylines like already going and everything. So hopefully once that runs out, Triple H get more control, and like, you know, the shows get better. But I'm enjoying it, bro. I'm enjoying it. If you look at every other reaction and what like other people that do like you got Simon Miller with his the good, the bad, wrestling man with they good, the bad. You got Simon Miller with his good, the bad. Triple H been doing this thing now. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he's bringing too many NXT people back, but for the most part, he's been doing a good job, bro. You kind of got to weed out some of these weak ones too, though. He got to get rid of some people, like Natalia's the boat, but you probably got to get rid of her soon. Make her like a producer or something, bro. Like that's a role now. Like you got to get a producer role. You got to just get rid of the people that don't deserve to be on the roster. Honestly, I can go on and on, but I'm not. But this is the end of the video. But hope y'all like it. Leave us some comments. This your boy T Nasty, and I'm out.